What up, what up? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, A Gemini Gem. Today is November 24th, 2025, and I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio. Okay. As I was shuffling, the King of Cups came out, water energy could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy. Okay. So the message for Scorpio today is to go listen to the song So Much Trouble in the World by Bob Marley. Kept singing that song, and I feel like there could be a message in that song for you. Jamaica, where Bob Marley is from, born and raised, is such a beautiful country. I think the country definitely inspired Bob Marley to write so many of his classic songs. He was one of those artists that was like, there was depth to him. Like, songs of, celebration and happiness. Then he had songs about like the oppression and just how the people of Jamaica were struggling, and the government, and how things were unfair, about how things were being handled, because Jamaica was under British rule. So when you have an island being ruled by kings and queens thousands of miles away, it wasn't, things were hard. And I think Jamaica is a beautiful country. The people are resilient. They've been through hell and back. If you're able to donate, reach out to one of the established organizations that are giving back to Jamaica during this devastating time of the hurricane that came through. I just really love Jamaica. It's one of my favorite vacation spots, and Bob Marley is such an icon. And I don't know, that was on my mind. So big up to Bob Marley, big up Jamaica, and big up everybody affected by the hurricane, that they're able to rebuild and be stronger than ever. Angels, ancestors, guides, the Most High, show me clearly messages for Scorpio 2025. Well, I guess I didn't really shuffle these cards well, but it is what it is. What came out came out. Capricorn got a lot of these cards, these three. So you have the King of Cups, the King of Rods, the Devil, the Star, Water, Fire, Capricorn, Aquarius. So Scorpio, the Devil talks about toxic behavior, low vibrational energy, wanting to be in control, but in a way that is not healthy, addictions, being manipulative, controlling, and it's like having a hold, having control over people. Okay. You got two kings sort of facing each other. Okay. The King of Cups is someone who has their emotions under control. They will never physically show you what they're experiencing or what they're going through, because they've learned to keep that in check. So it's like they have this poker face that you're never really sure of what they're feeling, what they're thinking. They just do not show that side. They will not wear their heart on their sleeve. And then you have the King of Rods, who is a very fiery energy, someone who doesn't have an issue with expressing, what they feel, vocal and fiery and dominant and an entrepreneur and go after what they want. So you kind of have like, I don't know if I want to say two opposing energies, but it's like kind of opposite of one another in a sense. Okay. Um, and then you have the Star. Talks about balance, vulnerability, exposure, communication, healing, prayers being answered, that sort of thing. Okay. So I just feel like there's two opposing energies or two opposing people. Almost look like they want to go to war or to battle with one another. There is some toxic energy in the mix, but it looks like things will be balanced, things will be, I guess there will be harmony, right? After all of this toxic and devilish behavior energy. Let's get a few more cards. Yeah, you could be dealing with Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy, but Capricorn got the Three of Rods as well. So it's just like a lot of repeating cards here. Okay, so you have the Three of Rods, the Seven of Rods, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Tower. Okay, so fire, earth, and then Aries energy. Again, it's like this opposing energy. You have the Three of Rods and then the Seven of Rods. Okay, so it's like Three of Rods is back is turned towards the Seven of Rods. The Seven of Rods is standing up for what you believe in, fighting for your rights, not backing down, being vocal, being physically like in the field, standing up, and just being almost like stubborn about what you feel is right. And then the Three of Rods, like their back is turned towards you, like they're just waiting for their ships to come in, right? They're waiting for the rewards to come in. They don't want to fight with you, or not that they don't want to fight with you. I feel like they don't feel like whatever you're saying, your beliefs and whatnot is not important. What's important is what, the rewards that are coming in. Then you have Four of Pentacles, somebody who's being very stingy. This is a Pentacle card, so stingy with money, but it could be resources, it could be information. Somebody's holding something close to the chest. They're not letting on, they're not giving out. Then you have a Tower. It's like a sudden upheaval of fucking destruction and chaos, and your life flipped upside down. But this is karmic. This is what is meant to happen. But it's very unexpected, and it levels your foundation. Like your foundation is basically a pile of rubble. There's nothing left. It's been completely destroyed, and there's no chance of rebuilding it. Clarify the tower. What is the tower? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is truth. Okay. Queen of Swords is, it could be like a judge. Queen of Swords is someone who's very good at communicating and, you know, it tells it like it is, very blunt. They also have boundaries up, and if you cross those boundaries, you don't want to see that other side. So I feel like somebody crossed some boundaries, and like your foundation was like, it was leveled because you stepped over some sort of line. Clarify the devil. Knight of Cups. This devil is very, very charismatic, charming, someone who's like pulling out all the stops in order for you to choose them. So this is somebody very charismatic and very like suave and in a way of like convincing you, right? The devil is like that. The devil likes to know what you like, and you know, if it's a toxic sort of thing, then you know, it's almost like they got their claws in you, right? Clarify the star. Two of Swords. Okay, so somebody is indecisive. You know, the moon is there, so some information could have come out about what was going on in the dark. But somebody is stuck. Somebody's unable to move. They're blindfolded and they don't know which way to go. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. What are you holding close to the chest? The Four of Wands. Okay, this is home. This is foundation. This is marriage. This is celebration. Okay, you got 4-4 here. Somebody was holding, it's weird because it's like, this could be like home and renovations and buying a home, selling a home. Something about a home was information or resources or money around a home was being like information around it or the situation around it. This person was not sharing it. And then here comes the tower. So it's like maybe somebody was behind on their mortgage payments, or, you know, didn't pay the contractors, but it's like something regarding a home, a foundation, information was being held, and now it's like the home is just gone. Clarify the Seven of Rods, and I got the Three of Swords and the Hangman. So again, something about sort of somebody being stuck, because the Hangman is like being tied up and not being able to go anywhere. Same thing over here. And then the Three of Swords talks about heartache and pain and sorrow and feeling stabbed in the heart. So I don't know, somebody who's, you know, standing up and fighting for what they believe in, they feel stuck maybe, and they feel, even though they have to fight and voice their opinion, they still feel some sort of sorrow and hurt around, you know, why they actually have to defend their stance. All right, Scorpio, you guys drop a comment. Let me know if this resonates. Until the next time, take care. Peace out.